Continue. We've got an all-star lineup for you because we've got so many great patriots here, and we want to bring in one of the guys, one of the most wonderful guys with one of the dirtiest jobs in America.
No, wait a minute. You have to give him a proper introduction. You have to say, and now here's one of the dirtiest guys in America.
Yeah, one of the dirty dogs in America. There he is,
Okay,
Mr. Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe. All right.
I've had 2 showers today, guys. I've never been cleaner.
I didn't mean that kind of dirty, Mike.
Yeah, not that.
And I'm flipping on the inside.
Hey, by the way, Mike, I think we have some troops that have topped you because John Bachman, our great, one of our co-hosts, was interviewing one of the troops earlier, and I think it was actually Sergeant Irwin, I think, if I remember, who said he hadn't showered in a month and a half. So that's dirty.
Well, you know what they say. You haven't really been yelled at until you've been yelled at by the gunny. So
yes, exactly.
You probably saw our video that we posted with the gunny.
I love the gunny. I
Get
love
up
the
there,
gunny.
you couch potatoes.
Get up there. Mike, how did you get so involved? You're so patriotic, and what do you want to say to folks listening? Because we have a little over an hour left, and we want to hit it out of the park.
Look, I mean, I've always been struck just by the fundamental lack of appreciation that so many people in the country wind up having, and it's not just toward the military. It's really toward any profession that we ultimately come to rely upon, whether it's the skilled trades or whether it's farmers. It seems like there's always 1% of the country who's doing the heavy lifting. And sure enough, when you look at the numbers, it bears out. 1% of our men and women are in the U.S. Armed Forces, and because of that, we enjoy so much. And it's such a different world than the one I read about during the Second World War, when people were so attached and so engaged in whatever the effort was. Nowadays, it's horrifying how few people can even find Afghanistan on a map, or Iraq, or Syria. We don't even really understand where our men and women are. And so to get back to a place of awareness and appreciation, and to be able to express that in some modest way, I just think it's a really, really important thing to do for 300 million Americans who rely completely on the men and women who wear the uniform.
But this is the thing, is that you've had your eyes trained on the people who some would say are the least among us. I mean, the people who do the manual work. These are the people who deserve our praise and adulation, and not those of us who might be on TV or Hollywood celebrities or politicians or any of those people. And that's why I really appreciate what you do and what you write about and all of the things that you think about and put out there in the world of social media.
Well, look, in so many ways, the military has become a victim of its own efficiency, in the same way that skilled tradesmen have, in the same way that farmers have. Modern agriculture is so efficient. Modern plumbing is so good. You know, electricity is so affordable, and our fighting forces are so competent that we have this ability to become disconnected and really take so many things for granted. So yeah, look, I've been very, very lucky. You know, I got hooked up with a TV show that shines a light on those people. And I got a chance to spend many, many hours with Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, even the Seabees. Everybody forgets about the Seabees.
That's right, that's right.
Okay, I'm kind of jealous
out there,
now.
you know,
Yeah.
And those guys are great.
They're really great.
So important. Yeah.
And Mike, we just have a few seconds left. What do you want to say to the folks listening? And everyone, this is Mike Rowe, a very familiar face, as you know, from, of course, the Dirty Jobs on Discovery Channel. One of the great, great actors out there, and TV hosts and everything else.
And blogger.
And blogger too. Great blogger. You got, by the way, you got to blog Troopathon. We were trending earlier. You got to keep us trending. So you got to tweet it out and trend it out. But what do you want to say to folks when we just have a few seconds left here, Mike?
Well, to the folks who are wearing the uniform, there's nothing to say but thanks. Everything else is just a long version of that. To the people who are watching, who are enjoying a long list of freedoms, a long list of amendments, a long list of privileges that are so easy to take for granted, I would say enjoy the life that you have. But if you have an opportunity to give something back, however modest, I can promise you, reconnecting to a basic sense of appreciation takes so little effort, and it goes so far, and you can make such a huge difference by doing such a small thing. In the end, it's a simple calculus. It's
Yeah.
easy to do, and there's no good reason not to.
We miss you in San Francisco, by the way, which is where I live. And, you know, we just can't tell you how much we appreciate what you're doing for us today. Thank you, and God bless you.
My pleasure. You too. Have a good one.
Thank
right.
you, Mike. How great. Very, very fun. And you know what Mike's message too is like whatever you can do, and you think about it,